Yeah. Yeah. Is it visible in a full slide mode? Naina?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So as we were discussing about the biotic factor and the base some of the basic things. Okay. So in this one, you can clearly observe that the astorial connection between the sandal plant as well as the host plant. Okay. So please remember the sandal is actually the semi-root parasite and it needs a host towards its life cycle. So whatever we are you are seeing the white color, no, these are all actually the hostorial connection between the host plant as well as the sandal plant. Okay, so sandal at the initial stage, at the nursery stage, it needs some kind of a touch me not plant. And when it go to the when you plant in the main field, no, that needs at the initial stage it needs a red gram. Later it needs a tree mulberry or from the Suspenia grandiflora. And also in the tertiary stage, no, it needs a host from a host Casuarina equisetifolia and all those things. Okay, so that actually it can able to meet out the food and nourishment. So that's the one thing you need to remember from this point of view. Okay. So apart from some, that is actually the parasites. So that is a way within the plants now. That is actually the parasites. Now we are moving to the epiphytes. These are all not a major effects on the plant ecosystem, but they are also listed as a the biotic factor. You can see here. So they're not going to ask you the definition and all those things. Just they straight away they're going to ask you the which are all the plants which where actually we're going to find the epiphytes and all those things. So you can see what is actually epiphytes. Epiphytes are the plant which are growing on the another plant. Okay, so but they are not nourished by the another plant. They take the mainly the support and all those things, and they're going to grow. Okay, so they mainly they only take the help of the other plants for getting the light and everything. Okay, so we generally tend to know the epiphytes and all those things. No? So majorly on the Ficus bengalensis, Ficus religiosa, and some of the major plants. Okay, these are all they're going to give the example. And also if you take the epiphytes, no, the epiphytes, no, they're majorly found in the tropical rainforest. Okay, that is the one thing. I think we got a question. I think in last year or in the last year. So epiphytes are mainly found in the which of the following forest. Okay, so the option was little and swamp. Okay, alpine land. Okay, tropical rainforest and all those things. So that is mainly found on the mainly found in the tropical rainforest. So that's the one thing you can get the question from the epiphytes. Okay, so please remember that one. And this is a historical connection. So next actually climbers. Okay, so in some of the for example, if you take the another next picture, no, like for this is a okay. So here, if you take the this is whatever you are seeing the left side, no, that is actually called the largest woody climber. That is a liana. Okay, so here now whatever if the plant, okay, this is a liana. If the plant which is attached to the some other plant, no, the whatever the desired plant, no, the quality of the plant will going to the deteriorate over a period of time, and it will going to make a bending or sometimes no, it will going to damage the straightness and everything. Okay, so these are also the small climber is okay, but if the climber grows like a lion and also that will going to damage the tree form. Okay, so that's the one thing. And here now most of you are aware that the climber is actually the it will going to climb with the help of the tendrils. Okay, please remember the climbers having the structure called a tendrils, like a hook like structure. Okay, and hook tendrils, hooks or aerial roots or other attachment that will going to twin. Okay, with the help of these things, and it will going to grow. And here now this is very important. The largest woody climber in the tropical climate is a tropical forest is the liana. Okay, and here now for example other climbers no Diascorea, Mucana, and Ipomia, Bohunia, Beauteous superb. These are all actually the climber. Okay, and this was no Diascorea and Ipomia and Butia super. These are all actually these were the example which was asked when we wrote the IC PhD entrance exam. Okay, in the last 2021, we wrote the PhD exam. In that, actually, they asked these example, and this belongs to the like climbers, epiphytes, and all those things. Okay, please remember this is the all examples are very very important. Okay, and so most of your aware that as we most of your we tend to know the like what is actually the climbers. Okay, and here in the right side of the picture, the left side of the picture, no, it actually the climber. Okay, initially it was have the like tendrils and everything. Okay, and in the right side of the picture now, so you are seeing the twinners. Okay, so what is the major difference between the like twinners and the climbers? Okay, and if you take the twinners, the right side of the picture now, these twinners now they don't have the tendrils like structure. Okay, they don't have the hook like structure. They simply they spirally they are actually like make a like like spirally they are attached to the this main plant and they are growing. Okay, they don't have the structure of the tendrils, but the climbers have the tendril structure, or you can say hook like structure. That is a major difference between the twinners as well as the this is left side. No, this is actually the climbers. Okay, there is a major difference between the climbers and the twinners. Okay, that is the one thing you need to remember. You can see apart from this one, there is actually another plants called as a creepers. Okay, so creepers ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. For example, like watermelon ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, pumpkin ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, bottle garden ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. They are actually they grow on the like surface. Okay, they grow on the surface. Okay, but the climber no, they need say some kind of a like what is called a structure. Okay, so these are the morning glory, cucumber, snake god, these are all actually the climbers. They with the help of the hook no, they will going to grow and they will going to extend their the vegetative structure. Okay, but the creepers no, they'll mainly they'll grow on the so on the soil surface. Okay, and wherever they get a node no, so for example the suppose this is a plant, this is a, these are all actually the creepers, and wherever they get a node, okay, for example this is a node here, and there will be another like if they get a node no, and there will be at the root will be attached here, and if they get another node no, then again the root will be attached here. That is actually the one of the characteristics of the creeper, and these now they mainly grow on the soil surface. Okay, horizontally. Okay, here, if you observe the major difference between the creepers and the climbers, now you can see they spread horizontally. That is a major thing you need to remember. Okay, but the climbers now they grow actually vertically. Okay, so if they get the good support and everything. Okay, and you can see if you take the creepers now, the fibers should develop at the every nodal point for their support and everything. For the horizontal extension, like they are growing, they will going to get the node. They will going to make a like fibrous root. Fibrous roots, they make the very small roots. Okay, so here this is one thing, the length will be very very less. Okay, like this, and that will be extend horizontal, that will going to extend. But the climbers no, they if they get the support no, they will with the help of hook no, they'll grow like anything. Okay, that is a major difference between the creepers and the climbers. And as I mentioned, the twinners no, they don't have the like tendril like structure. Okay, or you can say hook like structure, but they make the like spiral like this. Okay, that is the thing you need to remember. Yeah. So we were discussing the climbers we were discussing. So now we are moving to the obnoxious weed. Okay. So that's also comes under your within the biotic factor we are discussing about the plant. Okay. In that we have covered the parasites, epiphytes, climbers. Now we are moving to the obnoxious weeds. Okay. So here if you observe the land, so there are two major I can say obnoxious weeds in our forest ecosystem. That is actually the lantana camera and another is the epotorium. Okay, Chromolina odorata. So these are all the two obnoxious weeds. Okay, so what is actually obnoxious weeds? Obnoxious weeds, no, these are all the weeds actually which are highly injurious to the health of the plant ecosystem. Okay, that's what they are listed as a obnoxious. Okay, so that's the one thing you need to remember. And within the like plant, no, there are some of the plant like example like fungi and everything is going to come. And this fungi, no, these are also going to cause a damage to the like plants, especially the initial stage. Okay, so for example if you take the in the initial stage now, especially the nursery stage now, there is a one the like a disease that is I can say mainly disease that is called the damping off. Okay, so damping off of the seedling now, that is mainly occur on the in the nursery stage. Okay, so that is actually caused by the fungi. Okay, the for example this, especially if you take this one, whatever the picture you are seeing now, can see here the picture, these are all actually the attack, these are like this fungi attack that is going to cause the damping of disease. Okay, So here that is actually, if you take the damping up, no, that is actually mainly caused by the these four soil-borne fungi. Okay, Pythium, Phytophthora, Phytophthora, and also the Physiorium, as well as the Rhizoptera. These are all actually the soil-borne fungi that will going to cause the damping of disease. Okay, here you can see the when there is this kind of situation, no, the plant will automatically going to die. Okay, there is the one thing which is caused from the fungi. Okay, please remember the damping of which is caused by the Pythium, Phytophthora, or you can say like Rhizoptera, as well as the Physiorium. Okay, there's the one thing you need to remember. Apart from this one, next, yeah, so that is actually we have covered the plant portion. So now actually we are moving to the like insects. Okay, within the biotic factor we are discussing the insect. Okay, so insect, now there is also in some of the insect, now they are actually very harmful to some of the insects are beneficial and some are very harmful. Okay, for example, if you take the Hoplocerobic spinicornis. Okay, so this is actually one of the insect now which will going to cause the Saul heartwood borer. Okay, so this is actually the insect whatever we are seeing the left side of the picture now. This is a Hoplocerobic spinicornis. So in the right side now you are seeing the how it actually made the tunnel. Okay, you can see the tunnel here, and it is going to cause the Saul heartwood borer. It's attacked the heartwood of the Shoria robusta. In Shoria robusta we are looking mainly the timber. Okay, so if it is attacked like this, now the whatever the in the inside, now it will be hollow in nature. Okay, so that is actually one of the major insect which is causing the saul borer. Okay, apart from this one, in another picture you are seeing the in the next is actually the Hopolia maturalis, or you can also call it as a Eutectona maturalis. Okay, that is actually the teak skeletonizer. Okay, if you observe the next picture now, you can see here. Here in the downside of the picture now, this is actually the teak skeletonizer. Okay, Eutectona maturalis, or you can say Opolia maturalis, whatever you can call it as. Okay, this is actually the Eutectona maturalis, which is going to causing the skeleton. Okay, teak skeletonizer. This is the one thing. Okay, and in the above picture, this is actually the Hyblia plura. Okay, Hyblia plura, which is actually call it as the defoliator. Please remember, the Hyblia plura is actually one of the major question which was which is generally asked in the exam. Okay, in the last when we wrote the ARS exam, the 2021, they asked which is actually the teak defoliator. Okay, so that's the one thing. It is going to cause. It is going to eat the everything. Okay, that's the one thing you need to remember. So that is actually your influence by the insects and everything. Apart from this one, there is actually nowadays now we are witnessing the now mahogany shoot borer. Okay, so here now whatever you are seeing now the picture now, this is actually the Ipsopila grandela. This is actually the mahogany shoot borer. So when the plant is generally this is actually attacked to the young plant. Okay, young plant ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is actually making a hole, and it is making a and it is like eating each and everything which is there at the heartwood and everything, and over a period of time the plant will going to die. Okay, so that is actually the caused by the Ipsophila grandula. Please remember, there is a chance to ask the mahogany shoot borer. Okay, this is the one thing, and it will make a tunnel like this. Okay, it will go it will going to make a tunnel like this inside, and it will going to cause the damage to the mahogany plant. Okay, that's the one thing you need to remember. So that is actually your insects portion. Please remember the teak defoliator, teak skeletonizer, and everything. Okay, apart from this one, there is a third portion within the biotic factor, that is actually the influence by the wild animals. Okay, in the influence by the wild animals, no, they actually they're not going to ask you the in general, like in detail and everything. I think most of you are aware that some porcupine, some kind of a wild boar and everything. No, they are going to eat the dig out the regeneration and everything. There is a kind of a damage, or if there is some deer and everything, no, they are going to stripe out the bark. Okay, that is going to damage some kind of a damage. Or if there is a sambar and everything, no, they are going to eat out the regeneration which is coming up. Okay, these are all actually some kind of a influence. If the sambar which eats the regeneration and everything, no, so you will not going to get the regeneration, or we can say good regeneration of that particular the species. Okay, that is also kind of a influence of in that particular eco, or you can say in that forest ecosystem. Okay, that is actually comes under your influence by the wild animals. Okay, in that mainly the sambar, elephant, some kind of wild boar, porcupine, and all those things. Okay, mainly these things. So that's all in your like influenced by the wild animals. Apart from they're not going to ask anything. Okay, so this is our thing we have covered. Yeah. Next, fourth is actually the influence by the human being. Okay. In the influence by the human being, no, there is mainly the fire, especially the intentional fire and collection of the dry leaves, litter, and whatever we are collecting, as well as the deforestation, and also this also includes the grazing and the by browsing by the some of the animals. Okay. So these are all actually comes under your influenced by the human activities. Okay, so they're not going to ask you this in detail and everything. It also includes the shifting cultivation, lopping, and everything. Okay, so that's the one thing you need to remember. Okay, so that is actually we have covered the what is called as biotic factor. Okay, so in the biotic factor, no, please remember the plants influence, okay, insects influence, okay, wild animals influence, as well as the human influence. Okay, within this one, please remember that they're not going to ask you the wild animals as well as the human activities, but they will going to ask you the insects as well as the plant influence. Okay, in that within the plant, no, they're going to focus mainly on the like parasitic plants and everything. Okay, so that's something. So that's actually your we have covered majorly of your biotic factor. So now we will go to see the like some of the questions before going to the next topic. Okay. So which of the which among these are incorrectly matched? Okay, we have to identify the which is actually the incorrectly matched. These are which is incorrectly matched here. For example, if you take the like sandalwood, okay, as I mentioned earlier, the sandal is actually the semi-root parasite. So whatever we have saw now, the castor, it will go where it is going to give a connection and everything. It will going to contact. So here sandal is a semi-root parasite, or you can also call it as a partial root parasite. The cuscuta is actually most of you are aware that it's a complete stem parasite, or you can also call it as a total stem parasite. And Loranthus, which is found mainly on the Grevillea robusta and all those things, that is actually the partial stem parasite. Please remember, as I mentioned, I gave the difference between the total stem parasite and the partial stem parasite. Okay, and in the total stem parasite, the plant generally don't have the chlorophyll. That's what they are called as a chlorophyllus. And in the Loranthus, whatever this, they have the chlorophyllus content. Okay, they prepare their own food. And the fourth option, mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza, they have here the option is actually amensalism. Okay, so here we need to identify the incorrectly matched. And the mycorrhiza actually we have the mycorrhiza actually forms the plus plus relationship. Okay, so both the plant as well as the mycorrhiza have the symbiotic association. So the answer is here D here. Okay, that is actually incorrectly matched. Okay. Yeah, this is actually this is one of the Google picture I have taken to give the some importance of the mycorrhiza. Okay, so here now mycorrhiza actually the whatever the mycorrhiza, no, the mycorrhiza it is actually found in the root system of the major plant ecosystem. Okay, so here the main benefit of the mycorrhiza, no, that will go into solubilize the nutrient, especially the phosphorus. Please remember the mycorrhiza helps to give the phosphorus, or you can say phosphorus solubilizing and everything. Okay, and once there is a phosphorus, automatically there is a growth will be there, and it will going to improve the soil fertility status, and also it will act as a like some kind of a abiotic stress and everything. Okay, if there is a like nutrient deficiency, or if there is a the moisture deficiency, and all in that condition, these mycorrhiza will going to help. Okay, and also some kind of a like whatever the soil borne disease and everything, no, the mycorrhiza helps to control those pathogen and everything. Okay, so these are all actually benefits from the mycorrhiza. Okay, so this is one side. Okay, the how the plant how mycorrhiza will going to get benefit. The mycorrhiza will going to get a food from the plant. Okay, the food from the plant to the mycorrhiza, and mycorrhiza in turn will going to give these benefits. Okay, that's what it is listed as a the plus plus relationship, or you can also call it a mutualistic relationship, or you can also call it as a the symbiotic relationship. Okay, so that is the one thing you need to remember when we in the part of the mycorrhiza. Okay, so and whatever the connection between the mycorrhiza as well as the plant, no, that will be called as a Hurtig net. Please remember. Anyhow, we will go to discuss when you move to the adaptive factor, but here no, you just remember hertic net. Okay, the connection between the mycorrhiza as well as the plant. Okay, that is a hertic net. Okay, so that's the one thing you need to remember. Yeah. So next question is the very simple question. The eupatorium and the lantern are classified as a, okay. So these are all actually classified as a obnoxious weeds. Okay, it's a very simple question. Yeah. So that actually we have completed the biotic factor. Okay, one of the very important factor, biotic factor. Okay. So now we are moving to the climatic factor. Okay, so in the climatic factor, no, they're going to ask you the mainly the like temperature as well as the rainfall and also some kind of different types of a frost and everything. Okay, so here now we will go to see one by one by simplifying the each one and everything. Okay, so here now most of you are well aware that the what is the difference between the weather and the climate. Okay, so when we say the weather, no, weather is actually the one like short term we're going to call it as. Okay, so for example, if you take the weather, today's weather. Okay, what is the weather of the tomorrow, what is the weather of the yesterday, what was the weather of like yesterday and also. Okay, so that is actually for short term we will going to explain, that is in the especially the atmospheric condition. Okay, like for example rainfall, temperature and everything. Okay, so that is actually the it reflects the short term condition of a atmosphere. Okay, but when you define the climate now, generally we will going to talk, we will going to take up a like year and everything. Okay, extended period of time. Okay, the extended, what is a extended period of, for example, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever you can call it, that will be called as a climate.